everybody, welcome back. It's Tom with Just Add Water. Just out here in the yard. It's a wonderful Saturday evening, late afternoon, early evening. I'm just doing a few things here around the garden. I wanted to bring y'all along with me, show you what I was doing. First thing I want to show y'all is a little friend that I found when I was out here checking on my tomatoes. I wouldn't really call him a friend, but that is a little hornworm. Let me get in here kind of close. I'll post some pictures of him. This was a tomato that he was eating on. I just put these old tomatoes over here just to keep him busy. I had a few things to do in the house. I wanted to eat my supper, but I wanted to keep him busy until I could get back out here and get everything took care of. But I'm going to post y'all up. I've got to stake up some green beans that we replanted because they're starting to tip over a little bit. Just do a few other things here around the garden. I've got some of my supplies ready. I've got some wooden stakes, some twine, a pair of scissors, and I call them twine clips, just in case I run across a couple of tomatoes that I need to secure up a little bit more, and some extra twine I'll be using to stake up these green beans here. Let me get you folks set up. Okay, as I may have mentioned before, this is our second batch of green beans this year. We decided to go ahead and replant because we figured we'd have some time. But as you can tell, let me get my little pointer ready. This plant right here is starting to loop over a little bit, and I've got a few more over on this side that I need to stake up as well. So we'll get that took care of. Now, this isn't going to be a real complicated operation because I'm not really that complicated of a gardener. I'm just going to take a wooden dowel rod, stick it in near the green bean plant, and then I'm just going to take a little piece of twine, tie it around the dowel rod and the plant, just to, mind you, I'm an Army guy, I'm not a Navy guy, so I'm not the best at tying knots. Just gonna do a little loose square knot, loose being the key word, because I want the plant to still be able to grow. I just don't want it to fall over. So using that same concept, I'm going to stake up a few more of these green bean plants. Come around where I can get a better bite on it, so to speak. Y'all, these crazy zinnias, these things are incredible. Very resilient. The pollinators love them, and the spiders do too, which is fine, you know. I'm not above a few spiders in my garden as long as Brenda don't see them, because she don't like spiders. I don't particularly like them either. I'm not above having a few spiders hanging around in my garden, because I know they eat bugs that eat my plants and my vegetables. So as long as the spiders don't eat the vegetables or us, I'm okay with them. Cut me off a piece of twine. Like I said, I just want to support the green bean plant, because these plants are really small, but they've got some really big bean pods on them. You know, this is our first time doing the gardening thing, so I don't know how all this is going to turn out, but I'm going to be here until it does. Hopefully you folks will too. Alright, that's the first plant that I did. I've got it staked up pretty good, and you can see that bean pod. Let me see if I can find something to give you a size comparison. According to the ruler on my Leatherman, that bean pod is about 4 inches long, which I think is a pretty good size because that bean plant ain't but about 8 inches tall. So I think that's working out pretty good. We've got about 7 total green bean plants. They all seem to be doing pretty similar, except for this little guy. Where's my pointer at? Whoop, there it is. Sorry about that. Except for this little guy right here. He ain't doing too good, but we'll see how everything pans out. Now, I got y'all set up. I'm just going to go through here and check out some of my tomatoes, see how they're doing, stake up, tie up, trim up, prune up as I need to. Got some nice ones. That I do. They're just not quite ready yet. Pruning up the dead branches, the dead leaves, all that good stuff, because it's kind of late in the season. I want to maximize the nourishment that gets to the fruit or vegetable, to the tomato part that we eat. I want to maximize what gets to those little guys, because I really like tomatoes. And I just found out this year that I really like growing tomatoes. But that's alright. Oh, there's a rat's nest back here. Not literally a rat's nest, but you know. Now, the one thing I really like about these clips is how easy they are to take off. Like if you have to move something like I just did, just unclip it, line the clip back up, put it back around the plant, and you're back in business. Y'all, I don't know how much longer these tomatoes are going to be doing what they're doing, but like I said, I'm going to hang here with them until the very end, and I'll show y'all once everything's over, pulling everything up, and we'll talk about plans that I've got, plans that we've got for next season. Now, I want to show y'all just how determined these indeterminate plants really are. I'm going to zoom in on this. There's 3 tomatoes right there. This one, from here up, and it was about, I don't know, 5-6 feet tall, just dried and died. But if you'll look at the base of it, right here, y'all, that's new growth. And that's happened just within the last couple of days. So these tomato plants want to make tomatoes. And I'm all for that. So I'll keep watering them and pruning them and feeding them and taking care of them and doing all the ums that I can to make sure that we get tomatoes off of them. So, okay, that's it for this little bed. Oh, yeah, that's it for the tomatoes and green beans. But that's not all we got going on over here. Let me back up a little bit. Now, you notice them pepper plants sticking through down here. We've got one here, and there's another one hiding right over here. But this is the one I want to draw your attention to, because I don't know how well you can see it, but right there by the end of my finger, y'all, that's going to be a bell pepper. And I like that. You know, this is the first time we've done this, so I'm still learning, but I'm more than willing to learn. But besides the peppers, I've got some cucumber going on right here. And then down over here, it's being bashful and shy, but it's a cucumber too. He's going to be coming off there for too long, probably tomorrow. But I likes the cucumbers. I'm going to pull them squash plants tomorrow. I'm going to pull all but one of the cucumber plant right there tomorrow. I'm going to pull them squash plants too. Not really sure why, but we didn't get any squash this time around, but that's fine. We'll get some next time around. Come over here and check out our little bitty cherry tomatoes. Oh, the joys of living on a hillside, I'm here to tell you. All right. Now we're over here with the little cherry tomatoes. This one seems to be doing okay. This one ain't. I'll probably pull it out tomorrow. Come over here. Yeah, gotta love the sun. This is the tall one. This is the one that I said is about 9 feet tall when it ain't been all up over everything. But it goes. Sorry about the light. Get over here. But it goes from that bucket. It goes all the way up and spreads out on my fence. And it ends right up here. Way up there. That's the end of that plant. Alright, I'll just be doing a little bit of work staking up some tomatoes. Try to get some of these tomatoes up. Not really sure why I keep calling it staking them up. I guess because I've heard that phrase used so many times. Actually, I'm going to be clipping them up. Take this one, because it's got a good line right near close to it. Now, you don't have to use the same line for each individual plant. Just, if you got one close to it, go ahead and tie off on it. I mean, it's all the same tomato, so that really shouldn't matter. Sometimes you got one that just wants to do its own thing. So, clip on this one. I'm going to clip it right below where the tomato is for maximum strength. Measure me out how much line I'm going to need. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I don't have a whole bunch of resources that I can use. You know, I'm just getting started, so I'm going to use what I got. I had eye hooks. I've got a wooden fence, metal eye hooks screw into a wooden fence. Give me a place to tie off the string, so that's what I'm doing. But that seems to be working very well. I don't know how I'm going to secure this big boy. Yes. Guess I'll just tie it off. Taking the clip, I'm running the string through the clip. When you close the clip, it bites on the string. Secure the plant. Get me some line. Find a place to tie it. Well, hello, Mr. Spider. There we go. Let me show y'all what I did. Ooh, this light is terrible. I just used my clips, passed it through the top of the boards there, just to tie it off. So now, this plant goes up and over this way instead of up and over the fence. So, but we'll just go from there. Well, y'all, I guess that's going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to take y'all around with me, show you some of the things that I do here from time to time. Enjoying this wonderful, cool fall weather here in Kentucky. Fall has come to Kentucky, believe it or not. I know this was kind of short, rambled around a little bit, but I just wanted to show you folks what was going on. Now, because I don't want to show it on camera, I'm going to go take care of this hornworm, so he won't have any more of my tomatoes. Those tomatoes are for us, not for the worms. But I'm going to let you folks go, get back to what y'all were doing. Welcome y'all to check in with us again, see what we're getting into. But in the meantime, y'all have a good evening, and we'll see y'all next time.